Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're looking at a board game. I just finished playing this game. I love this game. This is Cthulhu Wars, a Sandy Peterson game. So, look at this gigantic box, and then I gotta move it. There's no way to do this game justice. Look at the ridiculousness of this game. So, we played the base game. So this is just the basic game. If you buy the game, this is everything you get in the box. So there's 4 factions of all like these H.P. Lovecraft monsters that arise and devour each other. So I was the green faction. I was Cthulhu. Adam was the King in Yellow faction. Lisa was Shub-Niggurath, the goat of 1,000 spawn. And Bex was the crawling chaos, Nyarlathotep. And they each have unique powers and abilities and everything. So the object of the game is to get the most points. Points are called Doom. Okay, so you get Doom. So Lisa won. I came in second. Bex, and then poor Adam, all down here, didn't cause enough Doom. And then, so there's all these tracks. Most points wins. When you get to 30 points, it triggers the end of the game, and then you just finish up the round and figure out the points. Or instant death. These are magic rituals of destroying the coalescence that binds the universe. All right, so you could do that, and then whoever has the most. So if you get up, these are 2 different tracks. Either you get to 30 points and it ends the game, we finish the round, or we get to instant death and then we just stop, and whoever has the most points wins the game. And these, okay, so you start, you get power. You get power through rules, and I'll leave it at that. And every time you do something, you spend power, and you spend power to do these actions. So to move, to build gates, to battle, to summon cultists, things like that. Or you spend this much power to do these rituals that give you bonus points. But the ritual gets harder and harder and harder to do. So, do I want to use my power to summon monsters and move monsters around, or do I want to use my power to get more points and bring about the end of the game? So that's like one of those things that is just so tough to decide. But look at these pieces. So look, this is Hoster the Unspeakable. Look at this. This is a gigantic creature. This is Shub-Niggurath. This is, where's Nyarlathotep over here? And then, of course, everybody wants to see Mighty Cthulhu. This game is ridiculous. Everything about this game is ridiculous. It's calling these miniatures are ridiculous because they're gigantic. The cultists are gigantic. It's got custom dice. It's got gates. It's got heavy cardboard pieces. And then, if you look over here, I got a whole nother box. I got all these expansion boxes, more expansion boxes. This is just the most ridiculous. I got every single freaking thing for this game, and I love it. I learned tonight was the most satisfying game of this. Usually the game ends a little too soon, and I feel unsatisfied. I don't get to do stuff. But it's area control. If you battle and fight, which is fun, you're not going to win. And Cthulhu is a battle faction. So you want to use Cthulhu to rage through to control gates. For every gate you control, you get points. And then there's other ways to get points. But for the most part, you want to control gates. So you want to battle to... If you're fighting to gain a gate or to defend a gate. If you're just fighting to fight, you're going to lose. So, and that's what Adam kind of learned. In each faction has their benefits. Cthulhu is good with combat. Shub-Niggurath is good with spawning. So they're cannon fodder. You just throw them out there and die. Nyarlathotep is just movement. It's just, you could just be wherever you need to be at any given point. And then Hoster the Unspeakable, he's really good with gathering power. So you get a lot of power to give you choices to do everything else. And each of them work. And then again, there's a whole nother box of other factions. There's a whole nother box of other factions. And then there's other factions. Look at this. I didn't even open up that box. I don't even know what's in that box yet. And then it's these pieces. Each piece has its own rules. Each piece has its own die. And then there's hidden points for doing certain things. You'll get these randomize it between 1 and 3. Obviously, there's a lot more ones. So I got really lucky. I got 2 3s, 2 2s, and a 1. So I thought I was going to win from the hidden points. And as you can see, it didn't turn out that way. But it's just ridiculous. Oh, you see that white box? That's extra maps. So you could play on the moon. You could play on Yugoth. You could play like an ancient Earth, Antarctica. You know, so there's different maps that you could play. And then each map is double faced. So we played 4 players. So, you know, one side is for 5 players, one side is for 3 players. It turns into a 4-player game. Or you could, one side for 5 players, one side for 5 players, and it's a 5-player game, and so on and so on. I just really, really like this. And I think you could play up to like 8 players, which is just a dream of mine, to play an 8-player game of Cthulhu Wars. So come on down. Let's play an 8-player game of Cthulhu Wars. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.